3 days from now, the Super Falcons of Nigeria will be taking on the Bade of South Africa in the fourth leg of the final qualifying fixture between both teams for the women's football event of the Paris 2024 Olympics. Many have said it's a very daunting task for the Super Falcons, but who says it is not surmountable? Hello and welcome. This is Sports Roll on the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority. I'm Bade Adeleye. And of course, as always, we're reaching you from the ever beautiful Moshood Abiola National Stadium here in Abuja. And of course, on the road today, we'll be talking about Nigeria's preparation for the qualifying fixture against South Africa. And of course, it's going to be at this very stadium. And of course, the pitch just behind me. And of course, we'll talk about leagues in Europe because the Nigeria Premier Football League went on break during the Easter celebration. And of course, we'll talk about the Champions League, which has returned. And do not forget that the Super Falcons have got a show on this program, so it's going to be a huge one for the Super Falcons on the program today. We'll also bring to you many other trending stories coming from the world of sports. So, it's a loaded package. Thanks for joining us. All right, let's begin from home as Nigeria's last surviving representatives when it comes to continental competitions. Rivers United now have one leg in the semi-finals of the CAF Confederation Cup after overcoming defending champions USM Alger in the first leg of their quarter-final tie, which was played at the Goswell Akpabio International Stadium, Unuyo, last Sunday. And of course, it was Augustine Okejefa who got the goal in the 10th minute of that encounter for Rivers United. And of course, the home team were very much wasteful in front of goal, but held on to that one-goal lead to take that advantage into the second leg coming up this weekend. And in case you missed that encounter, let's quickly show you the highlights.
We scored within the 10 minutes of the game, and because we had played with a high tension, high intensity, ensure that we pressed them down, which yielded the early goal in the game. One would have expected that the boys would have continued that way because we had a lot of scoring chances early in the game, but unfortunately we couldn't convert our chances. I think the opponents, they also had a dose of their own time, but we rarely outclassed them in this game because we had a lot of possession, and we also did with them on counters, ensure that we increased the tally. But unfortunately, we couldn't do that until the game finally came to an end. But I think the scoreline didn't reflect to the standard of the game as we played today.
And of course, just like many have said, a difficult task awaits Rivers United when they play away to USM Alger in Algiers, Algeria, later this weekend. And remember, with a draw or a loss that is no more than a goal margin, they will be able to make it to the next round, talking about the semi-finals. So we're wishing Rivers United all the best. All right, let's talk women's football now. This time, the senior women's national team, the Super Falcons of Nigeria, who are getting set to host their South African counterparts here on Friday in the first leg of their Olympic qualifying fixture, which is in the final round. And of course, Nigeria, the Super Falcons, been tutored by Coach Randy Waldrum. Some of the players have started arriving in the team's camp, and they are being expected to have their first training session later today. And of course, their counterparts, South Africa, arrived in Nigeria on Sunday, and they were quick to say they have the advantage. And what's the advantage? They say they are playing away first, which gives them the opportunity to get the job done when it comes to the second leg, which will be in South Africa. Talking about having a first leg advantage, playing away from home, only the Super Falcons of Nigeria can prove the Bayana wrong or right. So only time will tell. All right, let's now go deeper when it comes to the women's national teams, with special focus on the Super Falcons of Nigeria. If you know the drill, it is time for today's edition of the MTN Super Falcons show. Take it away.
With just 3 days, or should I say a little over 72 hours, for our Super Falcons to get head-to-head against South Africa for the ticket to the Paris 2024 Olympics, we are super excited and the energy is over the roof. Now, this Friday at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja, Randy Waldrum will be banking on the amazing form of our ladies for a significant victory in his first leg before jetting out to Lotus Westfield Stadium in Pretoria to face a Desiree Ellis team on Tuesday, April the 9th for the return leg. Now, without further ado, welcome aboard to the MTN Super Falcons show. This is that show where we bring you all things the Super Falcons, both on and off the pitch. My name is Osereme in Egbenebo, and I will be your pilot on this jolly good ride. Now, in today's episode, we shall be looking at the Super Falcons coach Randy Waldrum and Desiree Ellis of South Africa as they face off again for the third time in 4 years. Now, before we unveil all that we have today and we, check out the banter and, just see clips from both sides, we go on a really, really short break and we will be right back. Just stay with us.
But gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too. When you want to get off the darkest ground, but gravity pulls you straight down.
Welcome back. Thank you for sticking with us. If you're just joining us on the show, you haven't missed anything as we're just about to get into the thick of things. Now, still on the big clash between our Super Falcons and the Bayana of South Africa, let's look at what the record says as far as both teams are concerned. Now, with a total of 14 meetings, the Super Falcons have won 7 games, drawn 3 and lost 4. Both teams last met in the group stage of the 2022 WAFCON in Morocco, where the Falcons lost narrowly 2-1. I still remember that like it was yesterday. Now, let's see what the coaches are saying ahead of this big match, as well as last time both teams met at the WAFCON in Morocco.
It's another star player in the making for the Nigerian team. Onu, Monu. But here comes Kwesani, ball laid off. Michansi! And it is Jebe Shopasino making it 1-0. She has found the back of the net yet again. They call it microphone. Or some call it J. There she is again. Ball played in. Mahaya! She had no business being there.
And Michelle, I don't see a way to touch their corner. I promise that if you not get a card boxing, I bet a bonk. I buy my jacket, if we are getting a put together in the Panaga Ohale. As for the night to the boxing, Yapagos in it. And Nigeria, Falena Pagati. El Falena Pagati, Ikoniga Laka Ilokala. Arashitadi Ajibade. And put a straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view.
Well, the goal obviously is to qualify for the Olympics. We can't look ahead of ourselves as to the success in the Olympics until we get there. So qualification is going to be the primary goal. Well, we need to carry on from what we did at the World Cup and build on it and even be better. You know, the difficult part for these matches or any of our upcoming matches is that the window of time, the international break, doesn't give you a lot of training time. So we're going to have to rely a lot on our experience at the World Cup to take us through.
That looks good, darling.
I learned from the best.
Glad you won't get your bar, husband.
But it got you to marry me, didn't it? Close your eyes. I have a gift for you.
Wait, down?
Baby, close your eyes.
Okay.
Bring all the world to you.
This is a thank you for all the sunrises that you've given me all these years.
Babe, now you're going to make me cry.
Don't worry, baby. I'll be home soon.
Every moment, every smile, every emotion is richer with the right connection.
Thank you for lighting up my life, baby. You're a real gift.
Well, there you go. This is definitely going to be a super clash, and we believe with what our ladies have been doing at their various clubs, the God of soccer will hand us the victory. So if you need to fast, fast. If you need to pray, pray. Whatever you believe in, just appease the gods of soccer for us so that we bring home the victory and we secure that ticket to Paris 2024 Olympics. Now, just before we go, let's bring the list of the 22 players that have been invited for the matches. And of course, there are quite a couple of familiar names. We've got Agbabola Asisa Toshola, we've got Rashida Tejibade, Plumta is also there, fan favorite Michelle Alger is there. But here is the list for your viewing pleasure.
The gravity pulls you straight down. Earth from a bird's eye view. You should grow feathers and see this too.
All right, that is it. We wish our ladies the very best. Now, just before we wrap things up on the MTN Super Falcons show, we've got a quiz for our fans. Now, if there's one thing you know on the show, we are always trying to improve your football knowledge so that wherever you find yourself, if there's a situation to win money about the Super Falcons, you can cash in. So we've got our quiz for the week. And the question is, who will score the goals for the Super Falcons against South Africa in Abuja? Now, emphasis on goals. We said goals, not goal, because we believe that our ladies can do it. So who will score the goals for the Super Falcons against South Africa in Abuja? Go to our social media platforms and post your answers there. The handles are at MTNNG on Instagram and X. It's MTN Nigeria on Facebook and YouTube. And you can also post your answers on the Super Falcons show page across all social media platforms. Go drop your answers. You never know. We just might be giving freebies, courtesy MTN. Now remember that the match is this Friday at the Moshood Abiola Stadium in Abuja. Kickoff is 5 p.m. We pray for victory, and of course follow us across our social media platforms, like I said, for up to speed information as the day draws near. Now that's all we can take for today on the MTN Super Falcons show for the week. My name, of course, is Osereme Inegbenebo. Beautiful as well, but sometimes I don't like to add that. But yeah, that's my name. Thank you to the guys making things happen behind the scenes. My producer, Tayo Ogunsheye. We've also got Big Jimmy. We've got Uche. And of course, Bade. So till I come your way in the very next episode, remember that this show is 9 a.m. every Tuesday on NTA. And you can also catch it on MTN's Ayoba app. It's bye for now.
NTA Sports 24 brings you all sports, all time and all day. Tune in to watch NTA Sports 24 on Star Times Channel 270, StarSat on Channel 434 and Free TV on Channel 731. NTA Sports 24, where sports thrive.
You're still watching Sports Roll on the network service of the Nigerian Television Authority. Let's now talk league football, and where we're starting from, if it's not from Europe, as we saw loads of interesting results in the English Premier League last weekend, and of course the Spanish La Liga, Italian Serie A, the French Ligue 1, and the German Bundesliga. And of course in England, it was a goalless draw between Manchester City and Arsenal, giving Liverpool the advantage after the Reds overcame Brighton 2-1 at Anfield. Lots of interesting results. Chelsea being pegged back. Manchester United almost ran away as lucky winners, but they were pegged back by Brentford. Quite an interesting one there. And of course, we had the same thing in Spain, the German Bundesliga, the Italian Serie A, and French Ligue 1. So let's quickly show you the results we got last weekend in various leagues across Europe. All right, it's always interesting. We cannot wait to see all the 4 matches. Very much unpredictable, and we'll be looking forward to seeing them. All right, just like I will always say, Sports Reel is never complete without bringing to you a compilation of trending sports stories being combed from all over the world. And this week, Francisca Bille returns to give us sports tidbits.
Everton have reported financial losses of £89.1 million in their latest account, covering the 2022 to 2023 season. It is a sixth successive year of losses for the Toffees and more than double the £44.7 million deficit in 2021 to 2022. Everton were deducted 10 points, reduced to 6 on appeal for breaching Premier League financial rules for the 3-year period up to 2021 to 2022. They are awaiting the outcome of a second charge for the period including the 2022 to 2023 season. To tennis, red-hot Yannick Sinner said he is enjoying every moment of his sensational start to the 2024 season after winning the Miami Open on Sunday for his third title of the year. The Italian outplayed Daniil Medvedev in the semi-finals and Grigor Dimitrov in the final to improve to 22 wins and 1 loss this year and rise to a career-best world number 2. Talking golf, Scottie Scheffler has vowed to come back stronger after he came up agonizingly short in his bid for a third straight victory as Germany's Stefan Jager claimed his first PGA Tour title in the Texas Children's Houston Open. The world number 1 had to settle for a share of second place with defending champion Tony Finau, Thomas Detry, Taylor Moore and Alejandro Tosti, who bogeyed the last to drop out of a share of the lead. In another development, Mercedes technical director James Allison has admitted the team's poor start to the 2024 Formula One season has raised concerns over the correlation between findings from their simulator and performance on track. Despite an off-season overhaul of the design of their car, Mercedes have not only remained out of contention for race victories during the opening first 3 races, but appear to have fallen further back from the fight at the front. With expectations clearly reset after the early season disappointment, Allison admits that Mercedes will need to take a highly experimental approach to this weekend's Japanese Grand Prix. With sports tidbits, Francisca Bile, NTA News.
Many thanks, Francisca, and of course with that we've come to the end of Sports Reel this Tuesday. As always, I want to thank you for hanging out with us. And do not forget that NT Sports 24 is always there for you on Star Times and Free TV to enjoy unlimited sports content. And of course, you can always catch our daily news at 11 in the morning and 6 in the evening with other interesting programs on the channel, including Sports Watch and AM Sports, which is always available every day of the week. All right, till next time I'll be on the show, just like I will always tell you, be yourself and always stay out of trouble. I am Bade Adeleye and I'll see you next time.